although, there's something about that. Now that I'm outside government, I react to the ministries the way outsiders react to the ministry, right? There's a road in Muoboghare now. For about 6 months now, the contractor has not been on site. That contract was awarded by I think the Okowa government. It was approved in February 2022, or thereabout. And the contract was awarded towards the end of Governor Okowa's tenure. The contractor moved to site before the elections. And I think after the elections, the contractor abandoned site. It's a multi-billionaire project. So that's my own understanding, because I'm from Muoboghare, you understand? And it's a road project that affects me. So I can read the system through that road that the contractor has bolted. I don't know why he bolted, but we'll catch him. Oh, data. That statement, oh, data. Pregnant with meaning. It was interpreted in different ways. And it's interpreted in different ways. He expects a better data, right? He expects a better data as a leader. He naturally will expect a better data. I said it at some fora. That Delta State is not competing with any state. If Delta State was competing with any state, we'll be at a standstill. We are competing against ourselves. What did Muoboghare achieve in his first tenure? What did he now achieve in his second tenure? He's comparing his achievements in second tenure with first, not with what Anambra did or what Edo State is doing, no. Same thing with Okowa. We were able to do so many kilometers of road last year. Okay, let's see how many we can do this year. Not that one state did 2 kilometers, so we should do 2 kilometers when we have already done 50. Then we'll stop and wait for those states. Delta State competes against itself. I'll give you an example finally. We were with Governor Muoboghare in a bus, traveling towards Agowany's village to inspect a project, and there was a school on the way. I was commissioner for basic and secondary education then. And the school was fenced, as usual, but the roof had blown off. We had written a memo on that before. It had not been approved. And I was looking in the opposite direction. I didn't want the governor to look at the direction of the blown off roof. And then all of us said, Commissioner. I said, yes. And I said, is this one of your schools? I said, yes, sir. No roof? I said, no roof, sir. Then he said, how many secondary schools do you have? As at that time, I said about 468, sir, and then 1,216 or so public primary schools. The statement Muoboghare made is what I still love him for till tomorrow. What did he say? Oh my God, when can we finish all of this? Anyway, we will do our best. The person coming after me will continue. That tells you somebody who he feels for it. That in spite of all his efforts, he could not complete it. But you see the zeal. Oh my God, when can we finish all of that? You saw schools in Muoboghare's time. It was like a continuous project. From one school to another, from one school to another, the roof, pull down entire schools and all of that. Of course, continued in Okowa's time. So the political will was there. The funds were certainly not there. So Delta State has been blessed, I must tell you that. Delta State has been blessed with very robust leadership. There are, after every election, there are 40 steps. The governor is always told, this man is a criminal, though. He didn't work for you. This man didn't work for you, I worked for you. And the man saying, I worked for you, failed in his boot. He failed in his word. The governor failed there, but he worked for him. Right? The two of you, both the one you reported to the governor that you worked for him, and you yourself failed in your word. So it takes time, because the governor is just from one area. It takes time for you to understand these persons that have been brought to me as people who worked for me. Within 6 months, I'm seeing that some of them are just failures. They don't know anything. Nobody will tell him what to do. He knows what to do. What did Tinubu say? You have a scorecard. If you score below this, you are leaving this school. If you score below this, you are leaving this school. I want to see what you are doing. Nigerians are already joining Tinubu to score the ministers. There's this one for interior. Almost every Nigerian says, oh, the interior minister is doing a fantastic job. Interior Minister is doing a fantastic job. So it was possible like this. And what was this Aregbeshola of a man doing there? Oh, the Umar is doing well. Umar is doing well. They say so. Whether you like it or not, Wike is doing very well. Wike is doing very well as the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. Nigerians are happy the president not to assess ministers. He say you want to assess them. See what this one did. This was this one. We want to run Wike down. We say he abused one ethnic group. That's not part of his job, my friend. This job as minister. How is he doing it? How is he performing as a works minister? Changing the kinds of materials we use for our roads. It takes some boldness to do that. What is Kayama doing? Changing certain things. This cannot happen. Cannot say Ethiopian airline comes, we call it Nigerian carrier, and then they employ all their people. They suspect we are not to know anything about it. Then the interior minister, passport with this and all people. People get across to the interior minister. And you see how easy it is to get passports these days? The people are working. So at the state level too, you can X-ray. It's not just the governor. The governor cannot see everything that is happening. But you, the beneficiary, the beneficiary of government and governance, should be able to say, no, this commissioner, this is not how it should be. Now you, what do we hear about collection of illegal fees? Quickly, go and rebut it. There was no collection of illegal fees. Let the person come out. You don't just sit down on your right table as a commissioner and then you allow all the attacks go to the governor. No. My prayer had always been as a commissioner that I should not be the source of attack and insults on my boss. And I never was. You're abusing Governor Kowa, you're abusing Governor Dwaga because of what I was doing in my ministry. No, because I will contest it with you in the press. We did this because we needed to do this. And that's what I expect these commissioners to do. Come and defend what you are doing. Don't wait for the governor to call you. If you defend, the attack will not go to the governor. But if you do not defend what you are doing, the attack will go to the governor. If you do not explain to the people what you are doing, the governor will be attacked. You have a responsibility. You are the head of your ministry. That's why it's because of this person. That's why I didn't perform well. No, explain to the people. Even if there is no money for a project, say so. If your budget is 2 billion or 3 billion naira, and what the public is expecting you to do is 10 billion naira, say so. There are budgetary constraints. We have so much this year. This is what we are doing. And the evidence of what you are doing is there. You are free. Don't just sit down. I asked for 10 billion. They gave me 3 billion. How can I do this? Some of my boys used to tell me that the commissioners are complaining that they are not well treated and all that. And I say, how many have resigned? Even that, how many commissioners have resigned? They are not to be well treated. None. So do your work. It's a big name, it's a big title. Do your work as a commissioner. Let the attack come to you. Don't let the attack go above you to the governor. In those days, Governor Dwaga would just forward the text to you. A report against you. Oh, there's a school in Oyede. And a school in Aviara. The contractor didn't finish the work and he's been paid. Why did the commissioner allow that? Bah, Dwaga will just forward it to you. Then you go to your file. Written in the file was the request for payment to the commissioner. And the commissioner said, P.S., payment not approved. Arrange a visit to site. You photocopy that and send to governor. This project was not paid for. We arranged a visit to site. And indeed, we visited site. The front was painted. The inside of the project was not done. We inherited it. This is the contractor. It was awarded 2 years before I came aboard. You should be able to explain. Not crying. Grow up to your job. If you are too young for that job, grow up to it. Do not bring the office down to your size. Grow up to the size of the office. And you'll be praised. Nobody is not too young to serve. No. They are old enough to serve.